Hi, how you doing? My name is Dimitri, and I work at Dorman Products in the Complex Electronics Department. Today I'm excited to talk to you about instrument panel clusters. Now these modules are sometimes called IPCs, speedo heads, information displays, but mostly their purpose is to display vehicle information as far as speed, fuel, tachometer speed, engine speed to the driver. These instrument clusters are primarily located in the dash of the vehicle. They're located either behind the steering wheel and on a couple of applications in the center of the dash cluster. Most of the clusters that we offer are located behind the steering wheel. Instrument clusters fail for a variety of reasons. One of the primary failures on them is a lack of display of information. This could be by a needle to stop moving, as in a fuel gauge doesn't display the accurate fuel level in the fuel tank, or a speedometer that no longer displays the proper speed. There are various things that the cluster is responsible for in a vehicle, and they can be affected by a variety of things. The vehicle environment is incredibly harsh on complex electronics. There's a lot of heat and vibration that the module is exposed to, and that can cause premature failure. The other failure mode is the information display. If the information display goes dark, there's a total loss of information from the engine control module to the driver. Now this could be as simple as just not displaying the mileage and the trip odometer information, or it could be as serious as not providing the warning that's required for the customer from low oil pressure, low brake fluid level, etc. These modules are very intricate in the vehicle network communication, and it's essential for them to be functioning properly in the vehicle. In 2009, Dorman offered the remanufactured instrument cluster for the first time to the aftermarket. Since then, we've remained the application leader, offering more multi-platform support than any other company. In total, we offer coverage for over 40 million vehicles on the road today. Another advantage I wanted to cover that Dorman's been able to bring to the aftermarket is its consolidation of original equipment part numbers for these clusters. If you were to take a 2005 Chevy Silverado full-size truck, there could be up to 15 different OE part numbers that are available for that vehicle. If I were to lay all 15 of those on the table right now, we would notice that multiple of those units look absolutely identical to each other. The only way to actually determine which one is which would be to look at the part number on the back of the cluster. That requires the user uninstalling the unit just to be able to order the product from their supplier. What Dorman's been able to do is use a combination of the VIN number information as well as our part number cataloging system to be able to determine the exact compatibility of our cluster to that customer's needs. We program it, we get it ready to install, and we send it out to you guys, ready to put on the vehicle. All Dorman instrument clusters are backed by Dorman's limited lifetime warranty. Next, I'd like to provide you guys with some tips and suggestions on how to order the instrument cluster from Dorman and some of the things you might do before you place the order. First and foremost, you want to validate that the instrument cluster really is the root cause of the failure. Because the instrument cluster displays the information coming from sensors and other modules on the vehicle, you want to make sure there's no problem with the inputs going into those modules. Validate that your fuel level sensor is working properly and that the oil pressure sensor is working properly. The vehicle speed sensor is connected and functioning as intended before you order an instrument cluster. So we want to make sure that the unit will fix the problem the customer came in with. The next failure that's a little complex for customers sometimes is when the information display goes dark. When that information display goes dark, it's very hard to extract the mileage, and a lot of customers call our tech support trying to figure out how to order the cluster, as we require VIN and mileage for every single order. One thing a technician can do is use a general scan tool, be it an off-the-shelf one or an OEM style scan tool, to actually communicate with the instrument cluster or the engine control module and get the mileage currently on the vehicle. That information is still being recorded in the module, even though it's not being displayed on the information display. Lastly, I'd like to remind you guys that there is no tech tool or diagnostic subscription required for installing our instrument clusters. They're ready to install, they're fully programmed, they're initialized for the vehicle. You just need to plug it in, drive it down the road. Dorman's remanufactured instrument cluster program is a special order program. The orders can be accepted via phone, email, or fax. And if you get the order into us by 3:30 Eastern Standard Time, that unit will be tested, packaged, and shipped out that very same day. We offer overnight shipment and second-day shipment for an additional fee. Ground shipment is included in the price of the unit. When you receive the unit, there'll be 2 pieces of paper inside of the box. There'll be a mileage statement that must be filled out by the vehicle owner that states the mileage of the unit that we programmed and sent out. The second piece of paper will include a call tag to return the core to us, as well as instructions on getting the core back to us.